Welcome to Biomania. Today's topic is Dobereiner's Trident. This topic is from 10th class science NCERT chapter 5 periodic classification of elements. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so let's discuss Dobereiner's Trident. As you all know, during ancient time, all the elements present during that time were classified into only two groups, metals and non-metals. But as the number of elements were discovered, the classification of elements into metals and non-metal was not sufficient for further classification of the newly discovered element, because these elements were not showing the properties of either the metals or the non-metals. So it was in year 1817, Johann Wolfgang Dobereiner first attempted to do classification of elements known at his time. There were very few elements known during his time, so he tried to classify these elements. So he followed some principle, and that principle is known as Dobereiner's Trident. So let's discuss what is Dobereiner's Trident. Okay. During Dobereiner's time, the elements found were very few, as I have told you earlier. Suppose there were elements A, B, C, D, E, X, Y, Z type of elements were known during Dobereiner. What Dobereiner did, he took these elements and formed group of this element. And in each group, he kept 3 elements. Let's see how. Suppose he formed a group of 3 elements of A, B and C. Do you think he has taken these 3 elements randomly? No. He has not taken the 3 elements in one group randomly. He suggested that when we take 3 elements in a group and arrange them in their increasing order of atomic masses, the atomic mass of the middle element is roughly the average of the first and the last. Now, let me illustrate Dobereiner's principle with the help of this example. Suppose the atomic mass of A is 2, atomic mass of B is 3 and atomic mass of C is 4. And what Dobereiner's Trident suggests? That atomic mass of the middle element is roughly an average of atomic masses of the first and the last element. So let's see whether we are getting the average of A and B here 3. Okay. So for A we have taken 2 and for C we have taken 4. And how many elements we have taken? 1, 2. So divided by 2. I hope you know how to calculate the average. How average is calculated? Average is calculated the sum of all the items divided by number of items. So sum of all the items is 2 items we are having, A and C. So 2 plus 4 and number of item is 1 and 2. So 2. So it is come out to be 6 divided by 2. It is come out to be 3. So we have taken atomic mass of B is 3 and it has come out to be 3. So what Dobereiner's tried to suggest is proved with the help of this example. Okay. So this is a hypothetical example we have taken. In nature, he has suggested 3 types of trident because there were not many elements known at that time. So he has suggested only 3 tridents and other elements were not following the Dobereiner's Trident's principle. So let's see what are the 3 tridents. So the 3 tridents suggested by Dobereiner are lithium, sodium and potassium, calcium, strontium and barium, chlorine, bromine and iodine. And why this is called tridate? Because there are 3 elements present in one group. So it is called as tridates. 3 elements, so tridates. Okay. So these are the 3 tridates suggested by Dobereiner. Since Dobereiner was able to suggest only 3 tridates, this type of classification was not useful for further classification of newly available or newly found elements. So this type of classification was discarded and new type of classification were invented by the scientist. Okay. Now let's see how this 3 tridate follows the Dobereiner's tridates principle. Okay. The first tridate suggested by Dobereiner is lithium, sodium and potassium. The atomic mass of lithium is 6.9 and that of potassium is 39. So according to Dobereiner's tridate, we have to take the average of the first and the last element. Okay. So average 6.9 plus 39 divided by 2, it comes out to be 23. And you all know that the atomic mass of sodium is 23. So this group of 3 having lithium, sodium and potassium follows the Dobereiner's tridate principle. Okay. The other 2 tridates, let's see whether they are following the principle or not. The other tridate suggested by Dobereiner is calcium, strontium and barium. The atomic mass of calcium is 40 and barium is 137. So let's take the average of calcium and barium. 40 plus 137 divided by 2, it's come out to be 88.5. Okay. And we all know that the atomic mass of strontium is 88. So 88.5 is roughly equal to 88. That the Dobereiner tridate said that the atomic mass of the middle element is roughly an average of first and the last. So this is roughly an average of the first and the last element. So this tridate of calcium, strontium and barium also follows the Dobereiner's principle. Now let's do a quick revision of Dobereiner's tridate. Okay. We will see what we have discussed up till now. Okay. So according to Dobereiner, when the 3 elements in a tridate means 3 or you can say a group of 3 were written in the order of increasing atomic masses, the atomic mass of the middle element was roughly the average of the atomic masses of the other 2 elements. Okay. This is the principle given by Dobereiner. Okay. And it is known as Dobereiner's tridates principle. Okay. So according to this principle, when we take the 3 elements in a increasing order of their atomic mass, the atomic mass of the middle element is roughly the average of the first and the last element. Okay. We have understood this principle with the help of example, like we have taken lithium, sodium and potassium. The atomic mass of lithium is 6.9 and potassium is 39. When we take the average, we get 23, and you all know that the atomic mass of sodium is 23. 3. So lithium, sodium and potassium is one of the triadates suggested by Dobereiner. So the principle of triadate given by the Dobereiner is proved by 3 triadates which are present in the periodic table. Okay, other elements were not able to fit in this triadate principle. Okay, so this Dobereiner's triadate was not accepted for classification of the new elements which were discovered after Dobereiner. Okay, so I hope you would have understood Dobereiner's triadate. If you have got any problem, you can ask me in the comment section. You feel free to ask me any question you are having or any difficulty you are facing while studying this Dobereiner's triadate. So here I stop for today. I will come with a new topic in the next video. Okay, till then, goodbye.